Good morning, true crime friends. How y'all doing? Listen, there is a case in the news that I am positively obsessed with. Obsessed. And so I was like, you know what? I just have to do it. I just have to break down and make a video about it to get it out of my system. I'm talking about the state of Washington that I call all that part of the country, child, that's Western Idaho. But so the state of Washington versus Ali and Ali. We're going to talk about it, but first, you know what you need to do. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share out these videos. We're going to get to 30,000 subscribers together. So look, let me give you the overview, but first, a couple of disclaimers. There is a very, very graphic video of this crime out in the media. I will not show that video ever, but I will link to it in the description box of this video. Secondly, this case is being called an honor killing. Let me tell you something. I've done my research. We did a phone a friend. See, here at Gossip, Rumor, and Innuendo, if there's a topic we don't know that much about, we phone a friend. We call somebody who has knowledge of the subject, and we're like, hey girl, hey, can you tell me all about this thing? In this case, we did a phone a friend relative to honor killing, and curtain twitcher Ravi came on to Gossip, Rumor, and Innuendo and broke it all down for us. I will link that video in the description box of this video so you can be fully up to date on why I believe this is not an honor killing. This is standard DV. Okay, so look, this is what happened. Oh my goodness, hang on. How have I already talked my throat dry? High school student Fatima Ali is living over there in Washington State with her family. She's one of like five or six kids. 5 kids, I believe. There's 3 girls and 2 little boys. She's living with her parents, Ihsan Ali and Zahara Ali. I know it's a lot of names, but I'm going to refer to them by their titles: the sister, the mama, the daddy, and then Fatima, the main character. So Fatima's going to high school, and she's living her regular American life. She's from a religious, observant family, so she covers her head and stuff like she's supposed to, like her mama and daddy said. But as far as the rest of the rules in the house, she's not really down with all of them like that. You know what I'm saying? But she's doing what she can do. Basically, she's being a teenager. Down at the school, she meets all the boys, all the girls, and then she gets her eye on this little Isaiah. She's like, hey, Isaiah, how you doing? And so she thinks Isaiah's cute. Isaiah thinks she's cute. And they decide to be boyfriend and girlfriend. So sweet. And then Fatima's mama finds out. Now, you know, Fatima's very religious mama is having none of this. None of it. She's just like, Fatima, girl, come on. No, you and these boys, you are not allowed to date. That's not a thing. And Fatima's like, okay, mommy, I'm going to do my best to follow the rules, but I really, really can't promise you that much. And her mother was like, you will do it. You know your daddy is crazy, and he will unfortunately unalive you if you break any of the rules. And she's like, I know, but I love daddy so much, and I don't think he would really, really hurt me, but maybe, because he seems like a real mean bully, right? So one day, it's not said in court what happened between Fatima's mama and Isaiah, but something happened down at the school where I believe Fatima's mama went down there and was like smacking up old Isaiah. Let me tell you something. Isaiah, 16-year-old black boy from Western Idaho, just living there in the community, going to school, doing all the things he's supposed to do, dating this little girl. They're 16. They're not going to get married and live happily ever after. They're going to give each other moon eyes and blink real hard and hold hands in the hall. But Fatima's mama is worried, right? So she goes down to the school and confronts Isaiah. Now, this part is all alleged. I don't have like facts and stuff about what happened, but you're not here for facts. Child, you're here for gossip, rumor, and innuendo. Anyway, so there's an incident between Isaiah and Fatima's mama at the school. Isaiah's parents find out. And they're like, no. No, what you're not going to do is come up and be all up in my son's face. Let me tell you something. God bless Isaiah's parents. Had this been me, it would have taken Jesus and the law to get me off that woman's behind. Y'all, this would have been a whole other kind of unalive trial. They'd be like, but Kathy, why did you beat that woman within an inch of her life? I was like, because she looked at my baby wrong. We don't do that. That's not how that goes. Ooh, when I heard that part, y'all, my pressure was up. My pressure was up so high. But these sainted parents of Isaiah's were like, we are going to do this the legal way. Oh yeah, that's an option. Totally forgot. They went down to the court and they got a restraining order, and they were like, hey, Judge, hey, this crazy lady is confronting my child, and what she's not going to do is that. And so please give her the papers to tell her stay 1,000 miles away from our child. The school was like, hey, Judge, hey, while we all down here, keep her behind off the school grounds too, because her act right is clearly not installed. It's not that it's fully installed. It didn't shake loose. Her act right has gone all the way to the left. It is non-existent. It fell out on the road, someplace on the way to the school. We don't know what's wrong with her, but she can't come to the school grounds. And so the judge was like, that sounds reasonable. And he signed all the paperwork. And then the police went to Fatima's house and was like, hey, Fatima's mama, listen, everybody mad at you. Whatever you did at the school, you can't go near Isaiah, and you can't go near the school grounds. Keep your behind away. And she was like, oh, I speak another language I don't fully understand, she says in complete English. And so her daughter, not Fatima, one of the older sisters, was like, let me read these papers. Oh, it says here that my mom has to stay away from the school and stay away from Isaiah. We fully understand. We comprehend, Mom. And then she tells her mom in Arabic what the whole situation is. And the mother's like, okay. Now, you know, the mama was thinking, well, this is good. If everybody has to stay away from everybody, then maybe this boy will stay away from my daughter. Ma'am, that's not what that said. That's not what it meant. And that's not how any of this works. So Fatima's mom and daddy are like, we have a better plan. If mom can't go up to school, we're just going to take Fatima out of school. Let this heifer homeschool. So they go and they talk to the school and they're like, we're going to homeschool her from now on. Thank you so much. Give her a little computer so she can like type up and zoom into her classes and get her work done. And the parents are like, oh, done and done. Also, perfect timing. Let us just book some tickets to Iraq. We're going to take Fatima over to Iraq so that, we can do some business. And by business, the parents had a plan of taking Fatima back to Iraq where she was born. Now look, Fatima's 17 at this time. She's been in the country since she's like 7 or 8. She's fully an American girl. But her parents are like, we're going to take her back to Iraq because she's rebellious. We're going to marry her off to an older gentleman. And clearly that's going to get her act right installed. It's not, but okay. So the parents hatched this evil plan. They just say to Fatima, hey girl, hey, at some point we're traveling to Iraq. Don't worry about the details. Well, Fatima is crafty. And she's like, cup up to the up to the wall, listen to plans. And she's like, wait, what is this I hear? My mama is planning to take me to Iraq to marry me to some older gentleman. No, I really like that cute little Isaiah. Also, I'm only 17. I don't want to get married to a man in the old country that I don't even know. This not going to go good for me. So one morning she gets up, sets her alarm, gets up at 4 a.m., packs her stuff in her bag, and she runs away. When she runs away, she goes to the school to hide out because she knows her daddy got to go to work. Her mama can't go to the school, so she's going to be safe. She goes to school and she tells the teachers, look, my mama's trying to marry me off. This is a bad situation. Can you help me? And the school is like, absolutely we can. Here's some food. Here's a computer. We've set up like a shelter for you to go to so you can go stay in this shelter. Everything is going to be great. When school is over, just go right out there to that public bus stop and get on the bus and go downtown unescorted to the shelter where you will be safe. Meanwhile, back at Fatima's house, her parents wake up and they're like, what? Our daughter is missing. She's clearly run away. She ain't leave a note or nothing. You know they didn't think she was kidnapped. Fatima is in the wind. She's gone. They don't know where she is. So daddy takes the day off work. Mama is like all hysterical and they driving around town all day looking for their daughter. They're like, she probably went to that school where I'm not supposed to go. So they look and look all day. After school, the parents are like, aha, I spy with my little eye our daughter Fatima over there at the school with her boyfriend Isaiah, and Isaiah is walking Fatima to the bus stop where she can get on a bus and go off to this shelter where she can stay and theoretically be safe. So Fatima and Isaiah are like, Rorge, that look like your daddy's truck. Please hold. I have already talked my throat dry again. Hang on. They see Fatima's father's truck. And they're just like, if we just stand here and look real innocent and act like nothing is happening, maybe when the bus comes, we could just jump on the bus. So Fatima's father is like, hey, my beloved daughter, I've been looking for you all day. You have a flight to catch. What are you doing? I am assuming that these are the things they said because they were talking in Arabic. Also, that part of it was not caught on videotape. Now listen, they are on the school grounds at a public bus stop. You know what school children have, especially high school children's smartphones with cameras, and they record every single thing. They're like, oh, let me get my camera out and just record this. So Isaiah, trying to be a good boyfriend. P.S. Isaiah weighs like 3 ounces. He's a skinny little thing. Oh, so sweet. He's standing there trying to comfort his girlfriend. He's rubbing her back like, okay, Fatima, it's going to be okay. He, in his mind, is like, I just want to comfort my girlfriend. Yes, I know I'm not supposed to have a girlfriend, but I just want to comfort her. Meanwhile, in the eyes of Fatima's father, who is a very traditional Iraqi man, this boy is touching his daughter, therefore defiling her. This is a terrible thing. According to him, his honor has been besmirched. Sir, I feel in my spirit like you don't really have no honor, but that's just me. Anyway, so they're like, the bus will be here soon. If we could just wait this Mama Luke out, then maybe she could get on the bus and go to safety. Fatima's father loses his whole entire mind and punches Isaiah in the face, causing Isaiah to stumble backwards, right? Then he jumps on Fatima. Fatima, keep in mind, 100 pounds she weighs, like 100, 101. Oh, what I wouldn't give to be in double digits. Oh, child. Anyway, she weighs 100 pounds and she's 5'1". Her very large 40-year-old father, who's over 200 pounds, grabs her from behind, gets her in the choke lock, in the headlock, and throws her to the ground and begins to choke the stew out of her. Fatima is thrashing around, and then she loses consciousness. Well, some of the kids are recording. Some of the kids are screaming 911. Isaiah has recovered himself. He jumps up and he's punching Fatima's daddy in the head as much as humanly possible. The kids are kicking him. They're grabbing at him. The bus driver pulls up and is like, beep, beep, please stop trying to unfortunately unalive a girl on the bus stop. I believe that is against the rules. And then other strangers run up and the adults grab Fatima's father off of Fatima, and Fatima's like, okay, I can breathe now. Oh my gosh, she's understandably hysterical. Isaiah has broken his hand from all the punching he did of Fatima's daddy's head. So they start to run away a little bit. Fatima's mama and sister show up, and the mother is like, my daughter, you ran away from your father trying to unfortunately unalive you. I, to restore the family honor, must complete the job. And the mama grabs Fatima and begins to choke her as well, although she choked her lightly. Light choking is still choking. Please hold. And Fatima's like, you know what? This is not going real good. And so Isaiah is like, come on, girl, my hand is broken. Your neck is sore. Let's go. Isaiah grabs Fatima. They run into the school to safety. The school calls the police. The kids on the bus stop have called the police. The police show up to survey the situation. Now, next we see a lot of body camera footage of Fatima's daddy on the ground with the kids holding him down. Citizen heroes, hold this man down until the police come. Fatima's mama is wailing, the weeping, the wailing, the gnashing of teeth. You have no idea. Fatima's sister is standing there going, I have it all on videotape. Did you see them attack my dad? My dad was just trying to talk to my sister, and he got attacked by these rowdy kids. And now my sister, the criminal, has run into the school with her boyfriend and we can't go in there. You have to go get them because they're criminals for running away and punching my dad. And look at my poor dad, he's on the ground. Older sister Haneen, girl, I'm gonna need you to have all the seats in the world. You have the total wrong take on this entire situation. The police show up and talk to the kids. They arrest Fatima's daddy. They throw him in the back of the police car, and he's screaming and hollering. He wants to talk to his wife. How come you won't let him talk to his wife? They're like, sir, we have talked to all the children. We have seen all the video footage. It's clear you're the primary aggressor. So this is not going to go good for you. You are under arrest. They read him his rights on body cam, and he's screaming, I want to talk to my wife. I want to talk to my wife. And he's yelling something in Arabic. Now, you know these web sleuths out here were like, we can translate that, no problem. There's plenty of people who speak Arabic. I assumed that the yelling in Arabic that the father was doing after he was already arrested was him saying like, wait, I'm innocent, wife and daughter, go home, I'll deal with this. That is not what he said. According to the translation that I saw, Fatima's father was screaming, my car, don't leave my truck here with all these kids, these high school, they're gonna steal my stuff. You know I don't like them. That truck is very valuable. Take my truck home. Yeah. Don't worry about your sister. We could kill her later. Take my truck home. Get the you're gonna need the key. Take my truck home. Sir, you're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent. Clearly, you don't have the ability or the willingness to remain silent, but you do indeed enjoy that right. So can you commence to shutting up? How about shut up? But he's just like, but the truck, did you see my truck? Get the key. I have the keys are over here. Officer, could you hold on for a minute? Yes, I know I'm under arrest. The keys to my truck, because I don't want these hoodlums still in my truck. So when I saw that translation, anyway, so finally the police are like, sir, focus. Do you understand the rights as we have read them to you? He says nothing. They're like, we got this on body cam, right? So in case you said you didn't get your rights, it's here on body cam. He remains silent. Oh, now you remain silent. Okay. He just keeps saying, I need to talk to my wife. I don't want these hoodlums to steal my truck. They were like, sir, please commence to shutting up. So he gets locked in the back of the police car. Then the police go over to the daughter, to Fatima's sister, Haneen, and the mama. And the mama's like, oh, this is terrible. Oh, my goodness. I don't know what happened. And the officer is like, hey, girl, hey, remember me? Remember when I told you that you were not allowed to be on school grounds? That was coded language for you're not allowed to be here. Now, if you don't leave, I'm going to put you under arrest just like your husband. She's like, but my daughter, I want to talk to my daughter. He's like, I'm going to see if she'll call you. We'll see if she is in the mood to talk to you. You got to go. You skedaddle, get out of here, boo, go. So she's like, oh, this is so terrible. My daughter plus my husband's truck. He's going to be real mad about that truck. You know how he gets about his truck. Meanwhile, Haneen, the older sister, is like, can I call? I'm trying to call my sister on the phone. These hoodlums have attacked my father. My sister, the criminal, has run off. I don't know what we're going to do. Finally, Haneen and the mom leave. The father is arrested and carted off to jail. On police body cam footage, you hear the police saying, the girl is in the school. What are we going to do with the girl? Because, I mean, if the parents tried to unfortunately unalive her to get her to come home, I've seen that older sister, and she is the family enforcer. When she goes home, is this girl going to be safe? They have a whole conversation about it. What we find out later is that Fatima is taken to the hospital for a choking injury and has to stay overnight for a couple of days in the hospital because there's some air, something is trapped in the mediastinum. Child, you know I don't know. I'm a gossip, not a medical person. Anyway. So Fatima's taken to the hospital where she stays a couple of days, and then she's put in some sort of protective custody, care, whatever, with the state. She remains safe today. The father gets arrested. The mother is not immediately arrested. The father is arrested and then let out on like $50,000 bond. The police continue to investigate. The mother goes on vacation in Canada. And they're like, hey girl, you gonna need to come back. This whole situation is real bad. So the police then rearrest after their investigation. They rearrest Fatima's father and put him in jail on $1 million bond, where he has sat in jail ever since then. This happened in October of 2024, from what I understand. Fatima's mama is arrested and held on $500,000 bond. She remains in jail, right? Meanwhile, Fatima's trying to do school. She's trying to get her life together. She's trying to recover everything. And now the case is on trial. Yes, Court TV is covering it. They're calling it the honor killing case, the honor killing trial, the state of Washington versus Ali and Ali. We will cover the trial. We will cover day by day opening statements. I think we're in about the 5th or 6th day of trial, but don't you worry about it. I'm going to do a separate video where I get you all caught up on what is happening in this trial. Will this family be convicted? Will these parents be convicted? Will Fatima be safe? Stay tuned for this and additional information. Okay, so look, I have made an entire honor killing question mark. I don't think this was an honor kill. If this was an honor killing, so was Tylee Ryan. Y'all, no, DV. Anyway, I've made a whole playlist. I will link that playlist in the description box of this video so you can watch all the videos associated with this case. In the meantime, y'all stay safe out there, and I will see you next crime. Bye.